Marcus Aurelius was a Roman emperor who ruled from 161 to 180 AD. He was not just a ruler, but also a deep thinker and a philosopher. He's known as one of the most important Stoic philosophers, whose teachings have influenced countless generations. Unlike many emperors, Marcus lived a life guided by reason and doing what's right. He believed in the power of rational thought and moral integrity. He faced tough times, like wars and a terrible plague that devastated the empire. Despite these challenges, he remained steadfast, but he stayed strong and wise, embodying the principles of Stoicism even in the face of adversity. His personal diary, known as Meditations, teaches us a lot about Stoic philosophy and how to live a better life. It offers timeless wisdom on self-discipline and virtue. Marcus Aurelius never meant for anyone else to read his diary. It was a private journal. It was just his own thoughts on how to live a good life. Yet these reflections have become a guiding light for many, but has become a classic book that's still read today. Its relevance has not diminished over the centuries. It gives helpful advice on dealing with hard times, getting along with people, and finding meaning in a confusing world. His words resonate with those seeking clarity and purpose. Even today, what Marcus Aurelius wrote still speaks to people. His insights into human nature and the human condition are timeless. His words remind us that real happiness doesn't come from stuff or having fun all the time. True contentment is found within. It comes from inside us, from controlling our thoughts and living naturally. By mastering our minds, we can achieve inner peace. In a world that cares too much about things and quick pleasures, Marcus Aurelius's philosophy shows us a better way. His teachings encourage us to seek deeper, more meaningful experiences. He reminds us that real happiness comes from being reasonable, doing good, and having a purpose in life. By living with intention and virtue, we can find true fulfillment. One of the most important lessons from Marcus Aurelius is the power of our minds. He emphasized that our mental state is crucial in determining our overall well-being. He believed that things happening around us don't control us. Instead, it's our internal responses that shape our experiences. It's how we think and react to those things that matters. Our perceptions and attitudes can transform any situation. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This quote encapsulates the essence of his teachings. Marcus Aurelius said we can choose our thoughts. This means we have the ability to direct our focus and energy. We can decide how we see things and how we react. This empowers us to handle life's challenges with grace. This doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending they're not there. It means acknowledging them without letting them overwhelm us. It means facing them calmly and reasonably, focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we can't. This approach helps us maintain our composure and effectiveness. This idea, called the dichotomy of control, is a big part of Stoicism. It teaches us to differentiate between what is within our power and what is not. It tells us to see the difference between what we can and can't control. This clarity brings a sense of peace. We can't control the weather, the past, or what other people do. These are external factors beyond our influence, but we can control our own thoughts, feelings, and actions. This internal locus of control is empowering. By focusing on what we can control, we don't suffer as much. We don't react as strongly to things happening around us, and we're tougher when things get hard. This resilience is key to enduring life's difficulties. This helps us live with more peace and purpose. By mastering our minds, we can navigate life with greater clarity and intention. Ultimately, mastering ourselves is about finding balance and harmony within, regardless of the chaos outside. Life is full of tough stuff, from small annoyances to big problems. Stoicism teaches us to accept what we can't change. This doesn't mean giving up. It means understanding our situation and choosing to respond reasonably and bravely. Marcus Aurelius often thought about how life is always changing. He reminded himself and others that everything is always changing. We are all part of a bigger plan, following the same rules of nature. Accepting this helps us face difficulties more calmly. When we fight what we can't change, we make ourselves suffer more. We think too much about the past, worry about the future, and don't enjoy the present. This stops us from finding peace and happiness. Acceptance, though, lets us go of what we can't control. It gives us energy to focus on what we change, our thoughts, actions, and how we react. This helps us handle life's challenges with strength and grace. Stoicism is about living naturally. This means knowing we are all connected. It also means doing what's reasonable and right, which shows our true selves. For Marcus Aurelius, living naturally meant doing our jobs as humans. This meant being a good citizen, a good friend, and a good family member. He believed that by helping others, we find meaning in our lives. Living naturally also means accepting that life changes. Just like the seasons change, so do our lives. We have good times and bad times, wins and losses. This is how things are. By accepting this, we learn to appreciate now more. We know nothing lasts forever, so we enjoy the good times and face the bad times with courage. This helps us live with more peace. Section 5. The pursuit of virtue. Doing the right thing is the most important part of Stoicism. It is the foundation upon which all other virtues are built. Marcus Aurelius believed that being good is the only truly good thing, and being bad is the only truly bad thing. This simple yet profound idea guided his life and teachings. He said being good means living reasonably and naturally. It involves aligning our actions with the rational order of the universe. This means being wise, fair, brave, and balanced. These virtues are interconnected and support each other. For Marcus Aurelius, wisdom meant learning and understanding. It was about seeking knowledge and applying it to make better decisions. It meant seeing the world clearly and making good decisions. Wisdom helps us navigate the complexities of life with clarity. Justice meant treating everyone fairly and honestly, knowing they are valuable. It is about recognizing the inherent worth of every individual. Courage wasn't just about being brave in a fight. It also meant standing up for what is right, even when it is difficult. It also meant facing our fears and problems with strength. Courage is about resilience and perseverance in the face of adversity. Being balanced meant not doing too much of anything that could hurt us or others. It is about finding harmony in our actions and choices. Marcus Aurelius believed that by trying to be good, we follow the natural order of the universe. This alignment brings peace and fulfillment. We become the best versions of ourselves and make the world better. Our actions ripple out, creating positive change. He saw trying to be good as something we do our whole lives, needing constant effort. It is a lifelong journey of growth and self-improvement. Marcus Aurelius faced many problems as emperor, like wars, plagues, and arguments within the empire. But he handled these problems with amazing strength. His writings teach us how to deal with life's problems. One important lesson is to see things from the right perspective. He reminded himself and others that even in hard times, there's always something to be thankful for. He also said most problems don't last forever, encouraging everyone to keep going. Marcus Aurelius also practiced something called negative visualization. This meant imagining bad things happening and thinking about how he would handle them. This helped him appreciate what he had and get ready for future problems. He also said it's important to focus on what we control. He couldn't control his enemies, but he could control his own reactions. By focusing on his own thoughts and actions, he stayed calm and effective even when things were tough. In a world that often focuses on success and possessions, Marcus Aurelius had a different idea about finding meaning. He believed that real meaning comes from being good and helping others. He reminded himself and others that our time is limited, so we should focus on what really matters, living with purpose and making the world better. He saw every action, big or small, as a chance to do good. Marcus Aurelius found meaning in his job as emperor, but he also knew that everyday kindness, fairness, and wisdom are important. He believed that by focusing on what we do and trying to be good, we find real happiness and make the world a better place. This encourages us to think about others, not just ourselves. It reminds us that even when we have problems, we can still make a positive difference. Marcus Aurelius often said it's important to live in the present moment. He knew the past is over and the future isn't here yet. All we really have is now. He wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. These words remind us to be thankful for the simple things in life. By focusing on the present moment, we stop regretting the past and worrying about the future. We notice our thoughts, feelings, and what's around us more. This helps us experience life more fully and see the beauty around us. Paying attention to the present moment, a big part of Stoicism, can help us live in the now. By noticing our breath, our body, and our senses, we stay in the present and feel peaceful. People have followed the teachings of Marcus Aurelius for hundreds of years. His words offer timeless wisdom on how to live a better life, facing challenges with courage and wisdom. His focus on being good, being reasonable, and accepting things continues to inspire people everywhere. In our modern world, full of distractions and stress, Marcus Aurelius's philosophy shows us a way to find peace and happiness. His writings remind us that true happiness doesn't come from outside things, but from inside our minds. By reading his words and following his teachings, we can learn to handle life's challenges with more calmness and purpose. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. By choosing our thoughts carefully and doing good things, we can live better, more meaningful lives." If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Stoic Book. Like, share, and leave a comment. Thank you for watching.